Hi everybody, and welcome to today's Jungle Musing. The topic today is based on the first philosophy in the jungle, Know Thyself, and it is accessing your personal brilliance, utilizing your other intelligence. I find it very interesting that people often quote that we only use 10% of our human intelligence, and yet you don't really ever hear anybody talk about how much of our other intelligence we use or don't use. Of course, if we're only utilizing 10% of our intellect, it goes without saying that there's a good chance we're going to miss out on the other intelligence. And so I want to talk to you about fully accessing your brilliance, your personal brilliance, by using and accessing that other intelligence that we all have. And to fully access your brilliance, you really do need to have access to and lean on your other intelligence. In general, the way of understanding this for men is their gut instinct, and for women, it's often referred to as our intuition. How many people in the world will talk to you about the other intelligence and give it the level of importance as what we know to be our human intelligence, like the same or even more? The answer is not enough. People on this planet live in their heads trying to analyze and figure everything out. The closest we get to people who are trained and really utilize their other intelligence are the creative types, artists, musicians, and the like. Best-selling author Simon Sinek, who wrote the book Getting to Why, talks about this other intelligence. He talks about how the best marketing people, people who brand companies and such, know that the key to branding is at a visceral level. It's having people feel the brand. It's that other intelligence that makes the brand the most powerful. And this is a feminist topic for sure, because after all, these two different intelligence do get referred to more as the male type of intelligence, which is the intellect, cerebral, and then the female intelligence. So this intelligence, this other intelligence, is seen more as a woo-woo topic, the feel-good topic, and less valuable than just straight up our intellect, our human intelligence. So if you're a female, you probably really would like to lean on and count on your other intelligence way more. You probably know, you sense it. I know I do. And when you start to really go for that other intelligence, it becomes a trust issue. You have to trust that other information that you're getting. And also, it's an issue of being able to interpret the other intelligence. You see, I think that the real reason we have this intelligence is to interpret the messages of what we get from the other intelligence. I remember being a young child and in the midst of being indoctrinated into societal beliefs and thinking, this is a bunch of bull. There's something really missing here, and I didn't have words for it. But nowadays, I would call it, we were not being trusted, taught, and trained on how to utilize, tap into, etc., our other intelligence. See, I really do think that our other intelligence is where it is at. I really do think that our human intelligence is designed to interpret and utilize our other intelligence. But on this planet, intellect is way superior to other intelligence. So today I'd like to make a bold assertion that we would be using a whole lot more of this intelligence if we were also using and interpreting our other intelligence. So how do you access the other intelligence and really tap into your full-on brilliance? Go visceral. Get out of your head and down into your body. We all did it when we were kids. I remember when I was growing up, we had 2 trampolines in our backyard. And I used to go in the backyard frequently and jump. And I would jump on that trampoline and jump and jump and jump and jump until, my breathing was all the way thoroughly like deep, and I was completely exhausted of energy. And then I would just plop down on the trampoline and just look up in the sky, and I would find myself just being really actually completely mesmerized by the clouds that were floating by and how the sky seemed to be infinite, like it went on forever. And I was very, very much in tune with and tapped into what now I would refer as an expanded sense of well-being. And back then there weren't words for it, but after doing a lot of experiential courses over the years, that's how I would say it. I also had another experience like this when I was a kid at Lake Conroe. We had a lake house, and we used to go up there for the whole summer. I would get super bored, long summer day, so I would put on my bathing suit and I'd walk over to the other cove right next to the cove that was in front of our house, and I'd jump in the water and swim like crazy out around the cove, the point, and into the cove where our house was. And after much swimming and deepening of my breath and feeling of a real like I had exhausted my energy for that time anyway, I would just roll over and float on the lake. It was awesome. And again, this thing, this blue infinite sky with these fluffy clouds floating by, and even birds and airplanes. And also I could hear the lake because my ears were immersed in the water as I floated there. And after periods of doing this, I would really just hit this blissful state of connection to all that is. And it was a very natural, effortless feeling of well-being and of really, quite frankly, limitless, infinite possibility. Now I refer to those moments as my trampoline and lake moments. So, some form of quieting the mind and getting into a visceral state of being, actually. It's a state of being. It's a visceral state of being, an expansion. It's an experience of expansion. This is a surefire way to tap into your creative brilliance and live out your full potential as a human being. Maybe you don't have enough tools to access this other intelligence. Maybe you don't know how to access this other intelligence. Meditation is a highly effective way of accessing it and highly recommended. And I know if you're a real mental person, male or female, you may be thinking right now, no, I've tried meditation. My mind is way too unruly. It doesn't work for me. I gave up. And I understand that. I totally understand that. Meditation, the good news here is there are many different forms of meditation, many different ways to skin that cat. So what I want to say for now is that if this message does resonate with you viscerally, contact me and I will take some time to talk to you, and we will discover in your life where you are in your journey and what it is that might be right for you, so that you can get more and more in touch with your other intelligence, tap in more and more to your brilliance, and live out your full potential in life. And plus just have a great, wonderful life of expansion and joy. So if this message resonates with you viscerally, get in touch with me. If you got something out, if this message made a difference for you, if you would please share it with your friends and like it at the bottom. And until next time, swing high from the visceral vines in the jungle. And as always, bye for now.